second, folks. Give me one moment. Hey, everybody. This is Henry Kramer, 605 Chaser. Hopefully, you can hear me. I was hoping to have a number of folks storm chasing right on here with me, but unfortunately, Google Workspace has restricted mode added in. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to get the live feed. Hi, Connor McKenzie. Appreciate you. So, we're going to be doing this in the studio, but unfortunately, without our live feed that we have from PA Storm Trackers. So we are seeing a number of concerns here. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. If you guys can't hear me or not. Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate it. Let me know if you can hear me or not. That'd be great. Thanks for the follows. Mrs. Giggle Queen, welcome back. Right here we have severe thunderstorm watch. You just verify here that pop-ups are working. Yeah, that's what I was concerned about. Hard to hear. All right, 1 second. Let me see if I can get this going here. 1 second. Had everything all set up, and now it's like everything's completely messed up again. I don't know what is going on. 1 second, folks. Are you guys able to hear?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Hey, can you guys hear? Is everything coming through now okay, or is it still? Yeah, sorry about that, Tufts weather. Yeah, I'll turn that down a little bit. Okay. All right, I turned that down some, so hopefully I'll bring that down a little bit in case. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud. Let me test it one more time. Watch your ears, folks. This might get a little loud. Hopefully not, but...
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Tufts weather, is that still too loud? Hi, Emily. Dang, dude.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been
Still
issued.
too loud. Sorry, folks. I'm going to try and get this turned down some. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I've got it down as far as I possibly can, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. 1 second. Let's see. Severe thunderstorm warning, alert sound, and tornado warning, alert sound, PDS, tornado warning. Okay, we're going to try this one more time.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right. Hopefully, Mrs. Giggle Queen and Tufts weather, hopefully that did not blare ears this time. I turned everything down to negative, so hopefully. Just working through all these little things. Hey, Nathan. And I am quiet. All right. Is that a little bit better as far as my voice? All right. Maybe what I'll do for now is I'll just. Okay, good. At least it's better. All right. Let me get it down a little bit further, even. There we go. All right. I appreciate y'all bearing with me. So let's see. You had a question. Long Pine, Nebraska. Yep, I'll take a look at that. You're in the severe thunderstorm warning or watch. Apologize. Let me make sure that we get that information correct here. And if I'm looking at this one here, it's going 20 miles.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Gatland, no. Let's stop that, Gatland. I don't have anybody in here that is a moderator, unfortunately. Oh, strong to severe storms in North Alabama this Friday to early Saturday. That is possible, but we're talking about right now. So let's, so Gatlin, appreciate it. Let's stay with what's going on right now. So, yeah, let me see if I can get you on here as a mod. 1 second. Nearly impossible to get half this stuff because I don't have the full access that I usually do. Sorry, Tufts Weather, I'm not able to get that. I need to focus. Long Pine not getting rain, or did you mean it's just a watch for severe? Sorry.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right. Let me see if I can switch this if my son didn't mess with something. 1 second. Testing, testing. All right. You guys can probably hear me a lot better now, I'm guessing. Are you guys able to hear me okay now? Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. I was using my other soundboard. Um, the reason why I was using that is because my Bluetooth headset, I don't think it's going to last the whole entire night. All right, thanks. All right, and this helps me too because I can hear hear things as well. All right, so the area of Long Pine, what I'm concerned about for Long Pine area would be significant severe weather. This would be in relation to, goodness, this is not working right. Long Pine. I had it in my head that this was going to be a very fabulous night, and then I came home from work and it decided to be a pain. It's what you have when you have kids and you try to set up some of the limitations so that they don't go on sites that they shouldn't go on, and then your Google Workspace causes you to be blocked from being able to stream YouTube stuff. So it really makes a mess. But for areas, Ainsworth, this is all coming towards you, Ainsworth, and over in Long Pine, Nebraska. These are estimates here. This is live radar, actually, what I'm looking at right now. What I'm going to go ahead and do is break it down for you with the HRRR um, latest weather model and what that is expected. So as you can see, your area, Long Pine, Nebraska, sometime after 8 o'clock, actually after 7 p.m. So within the next couple hours, you're going to have some impact, which would be possibility of hail. Definitely some wind threat, as we can see a MCS pushing through here. Now I'm getting my feet together. So you see that moving off to a easterly track. Montana. What are we worried about Montana right now for? I mean, I can see Montana, but there's nothing going on for that, folks. All right, looks like Lincoln County, Nebraska. There is a 1-inch hail. Severe thunderstorm warning. See if I can get that alert back up here. One moment. All right. So hopefully you guys are going to be able to hear the. Yeah, I'm going to get the sound back on here. I just had to switch it over to another thing here. So hopefully that sound comes through again. All right. What's weather in Kentucky? We're not going to cover the Kentucky weather right now today. Right now, we're talking about the severe weather in South Dakota as well as Nebraska, but we'll certainly have a discussion tomorrow with respect to that. I don't want to get off topic because this stream is strictly for the severe weather that's happening in Nebraska, as well as it looks like Colorado area. This is all moving on. Is Omaha going to get any? Yes, it is possible. We're looking at a weather model right now, and this is the timing for Omaha area. Actually, it looks like based on this, it's actually not going to be today. Looks like most of this is going to move off to the east and northeast. So I misspoke. Omaha is not going to get this today. You guys probably next week. I do see Monday and Tuesday as a possibility for Omaha. Genoa, Nebraska. Thanks, Tufts Weather, for helping moderate. I appreciate it so much. All right, so GNOA. Just so you guys are aware, I'm going on very little sleep, and it's going to be a long night. This looks like it's going to miss that area of Nebraska. It's going to move further into areas of Sioux Falls. So where's my Sioux Falls folks at? Yankton, Vermilion area, 2 o'clock in the morning. This is why we're expecting this to be really significant. Let me take a look at significant tornado parameters as well. and see what the threat is. Looks like sound's still not coming through, but Goodland, Kansas? What? Oh, that's out of the source is National Weather Service out of Goodland, Kansas, and then Yuma, Colorado is the Yuma County. So that's the extreme northeastern part of Colorado has got some of those. Significant tornado parameters. We do have possibility over into Norfolk area. That would be at 3 a.m. estimate. Let me take a look at a little further back and see if I see anything for Sioux Falls. Does look like the tornado risk is going to dwindle down from this latest update. There could be a possibility over south of Broken Bow area around 11 p.m. That has quite a indicator of that. All right, the risks for today, I'll go through that. All right, so the risks for today, the yellow is the 2 out of 5. Marginal would be the green, 1 out of 5. Since we do have Kentucky pulled up, I'll kind of show you that information if we still have one of the followers on here from Kentucky. Doesn't look too significant at this point for Kentucky over the next 24 hours anyways. So again, our main focus, Milwaukee for tomorrow. You guys are under the gun for the risk of hail, damaging wind. You're in that enhanced risk, and I'm again thinking that it's probably going to be upgraded to a moderate risk. So stay weather aware tomorrow, folks. Right now, we just got the main threat is wind and hail, isolated tornadoes for Nebraska. We have a special weather statement for areas of south central part of South Dakota here. Let's go ahead and get the radar on for that. Doesn't look too bad. 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. Yep. Wind gusts up to 50 mile an hour and half-inch hail. It's moving northeast at 30. Thanks, Tufts Weather. Appreciate it. All right, Connor McKenzie, that was right next to Joliet, Illinois, and I was right next to Lockport, Illinois, too. Goodness. All right. Again, I was hoping to have my live chaser feed on here, but unfortunately, let me see if they're on here. If they are, I did get permission to utilize their broadcast. So 1 second. Nope, I don't see them on Radar Omega. Wish I could get that. I got to get it for tomorrow. That's for sure. So I got another YouTube friend. There we go. We have another one. Cheyenne County, Nebraska. It's likely this storm cell right here near Sargent that continues. Let me see. Cheyenne County. It's way over here. This little cell right here. Oh, yep. Sussex, Wisconsin area for tomorrow. Stay weather aware. You're going to have pretty impressive winds as well as isolated tornado possible. Actually, long track tornadoes possible in any area of Wisconsin tomorrow. Yep, there's a lot of people that are going to be streaming tomorrow for sure. If this is your first time joining, please be sure to tap that like, share, follow. Appreciate it. There's going to be probably some breaks in here that I'm going to end up having. There's a number of areas. Anybody want to see the 3D view? Get back to the volumetric. 1 second here. Butterboy Bourbon, how's that storm coming in South Dakota right now? Let me close this here. This one right here, that is expected. It's coming out of Valentine. I'm assuming that's the one you're talking about. That one is continuing to intensify. Say what? PDS tornado for me. What? Yep, it's going to hit pretty hard. Tufts weather. I'm not sure what. Okay, let's. Tufts weather, if you don't mind, let's try to hold off on saying anything about possible PDS for tomorrow, if you can. I don't want to. I mean, I just want to make sure that people are weather aware. I don't want to make. Randy, yes, I think Omaha is out of the storms tonight. Yes, yes. Likely not going to have the impact for Omaha area. This is likely going to continue to stay north of Omaha area. Connor Rose, it means the conditions are right like 8 miles from me. All right. All right, let me take a look at the echo tops here. That'll help us figure out what these storms are possible. All right. These are still up in the 46, 47,000. That's a plenty strong of a storm, and I'm actually quite surprised this one doesn't have an alert on it. This one should have a severe thunderstorm warning on it. Do not understand why it does not. These are all over here. Did they just issue that finally? Nope. This storm right here, there we go. For some reason, it wasn't showing me the information right away, but there should be some. These right here should definitely have warnings on them. I do not understand why they don't. Base velocity, let me look at that. And this one right here, in my opinion, let me go ahead and pull that up. No, that one definitely special weather statement. But right here, this definitely should be a severe thunderstorm warning. Again, I don't work for National Weather Service, and I'm not a meteorologist, but I don't know why that one is not severe warned. Let me take a look at the hail. So take a look at the vertical integrated liquid. This doesn't make any sense why this is not. Let me see if there's an issue with my app. Oh, we got our first. Hold on 1 second. Tornado warning. Lincoln County, Nebraska. 1 second here, folks. Lincoln County, Nebraska. Tornado possible. 704. Where is that one? Lincoln County, Nebraska. One of these must have a tornado possible on it. Feel like my quarter size hail. Feel like my app is going pretty slow here. There we go. Goodness gracious, we got two of them now. See, those alerts are coming faster than what my app is. So we do have an observed tornado now. At 7:04 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed tornado was located 7 miles north of Wellfleet, or 18 miles northwest of Curtis, moving north at 20 miles per hour. Weather spotters confirmed a tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas, south central Lincoln County. This includes Highway 83 between mile marker 61 and 77. Yes. Observed is this one also. We got two different ones that are observed. And that was a storm cell that I was talking to you guys about. I didn't understand why they don't have. It's almost like they are slow to the move. That's right west of North Platte. You take a look at the base velocity here. That's some tight rotation there. I wish I had a visual on this. 1 second here. Do not have a visual on it, unfortunately. Closest person, I don't have permission to stream. This one right here, if you're west of Stapleton, this one, I would not be a bit surprised if this is going to end up having a possible tornado as well. Look at the rotation on this. You can see that with the negative and the positive miles per hour. Just check Interstate I-80 cameras. I could try that. That's the tough part. This one right here is in Ringgold. If you're in Ringgold area, even areas of Stapleton along Highway 83, dangerous storms on our way. We got tornado warning here, tornado warning here. This one potential for a tornado warning as well. Out of the three possible, I mean the two tornadoes that are observed right here and this one right here, right on top of Hershey, right along I-80. Hang on 1 second, folks. I got to be careful because I'm on TikTok, so can't really show that. Not allowed. It's deemed as dangerous. Well, no kidding, it's dangerous, but not if you're a professional. All right. Areas of Taylor and Burwell, you do have a pretty intensive storm there as well. Right now, we have two active tornado warnings. We got 7 of the severe thunderstorm warnings. These are showing 60, 70 mile an hour, the Lincoln County, Colorado, Logan County, Colorado. We got a long night ahead of us, folks, because some of these storms are still over in areas northeast Colorado. What? What's a land spout? The one over in North Platte? Who said that's a land spout? Oh, all right. Well, we can't confirm that it's a land spout without confirming from National Weather Service. It says it's observed, so we have to follow that. We can't say that it's a land spout. I can't see the footage of it, so. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado, so I can't. Oh, confirmed land spout tornado was located. Okay, you're right. My son, the weather guy. All right, so it's a land spout, according to this, that is over northwestern Lincoln County in southwestern Nebraska. Hershey, Sutherland, right on top of you for those folks. Kentucky's fine. We don't have any risk over in Kentucky that is anything significant like it is here in Nebraska today. So you're good. Looks like Burwell area, this severe thunderstorm warning that is issued here, that's until 8 p.m. Includes eastern Loup County in north central Nebraska, western Garfield County in north central Nebraska, northeastern Custer County in central Nebraska until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So that's a long track. It's moving pretty slow, moving north at 30 miles per hour. So, folks that are going to be in the path of this, mainly rural areas, once it gets out of this, it's going to kind of hit these rural areas. And if it continues, it'll hit the Atkinson area and Stewart areas. And obviously, if this continues to move in the direction that I suspect that it will, we'll probably start seeing severe thunderstorm watch getting extended further east and north, eventually encompassing areas of Mitchell, South Dakota, um, east of Chamberlain, if it can make it that far. Let's take a look again at the models. We do have another severe thunderstorm warning, 710, that was issued just a moment ago. 60-mile-an-hour wind threat. Molina 4. What's southern South Dakota looking like? So right now you just have the special weather statement. This is including 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-inch hail. It's for another 33 minutes. Estimates that we have. This is a radar estimate. It looks like this is going to turn into kind of a wall of wind over after midnight time frame and impact areas of Sioux Falls sometime after 2 o'clock in the morning. Lots of torrential downpours are expected overnight in areas of South Dakota. Again, the main threat is wind in this, but we are in South Dakota, we are in that 2% risk for tornadoes. 5% risk down here in areas like Broken Bow, St. Paul, Grand Island, Kearney, Lexington. Although I suspect this is probably going to get shifted to go right along here, and this will probably be the main areas that will continue to be under the gun for a number of hours. How long have I been streaming weather for? Well, on TikTok, I started in April. We got another severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Dual County and Garden, Nebraska. See if they pop up here. Then we got a special weather statement right here as well. Penny size hail. Looks like that storm's kind of having a struggle, but this one right here continues for another 46 minutes. That's half-dollar size hail, Burwell, Taylor. And this includes Highway 183 between mile markers 116 and 141, those that are familiar with those areas. Again, we do still have these active tornado warnings that are down near the North Platte area. This one right here looks pretty significant. Let's take a look at some of the velocity. Hang on one second. I have an alert here I got to take care of. Oh, that looks good. Hey, hang on, folks. Oh, I got to show you guys My wife got me, look at that. Actually, these are ones she's making for um, one of our good friends, family member, actually. They're having a graduation. Doesn't that look awesome? That's a beautiful cupcake. Check out South Dakota, or check out Cake My Day Bakery SD. All right, there we go. My wife's shaking her head like you didn't have to do that. Land spouts way out west. Is Eastern Kentucky safe for this weekend and next week? No. We'll have some more weather updates with regards to that tomorrow morning. But for for the time being, we're focusing on the severe weather that we have in front of us here. This is, yes, land spouts in western part of Nebraska. But again, these are observed. Um, the one that's northwest of Curtis and this one here that was south central Lincoln County in southwestern Nebraska. That one does not say that it is a land spout, so it does show that it's observed. This one again would be impacting area. Oop, we got another one. Radar indicated tornado warning. Where's this one at? Okay, so that's this one right here. And they may be, we still only have the two, so one second here. This is radar indicated. So at 7:14, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a land spout tornado. There we go. It's a land spout tornado now. So yes, they're both land spout tornadoes. Luke is asking, is there still a possibility that rogue storm going through Omaha later tonight? No, not in my opinion. These are all generally moving up towards the north and northeast. I don't suspect that you're going to have that impact. And actually, let me just kind of show you what HRRR has for a estimate. I'll zoom out here and kind of show you a little bit better, folks, of how this is expected to play out. There's a few little tiny cells here over by Omaha around 11 p.m., but I don't suspect that those are going to be tornadic. I expect those to be maybe wind and maybe a few bouts of some small hail. Again, this is the wall of wind around 2 o'clock in the morning. And I can say that because take a look at this curvature, very slight, but basically all that is all wind expecting to impact areas of Sioux Falls around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, great question. What is a land spout tornado? Well, let me look that up for official so I don't get told that I'm giving false information. All right, so land spout tornado is a type of tornado that forms from the ground up rather than descending from a rotating thunderstorm. Unlike typical tornadoes that are associated with supercell thunderstorms and rotating updrafts, land spouts are often seen in less organized storms and are characterized by a narrow rope-like condensation funnel. So they could still do some kind of damage, but not as significant. Oh, we got another tornado warning. What do we got here? May 7/18 tornado warning. What do we got? Radar indicated rotation. So it's just continuing that alert. Thank you so much, Luke. I appreciate that. What does Liberty, Iowa look like? Liberty, Iowa, I can take a look at that here, but we're not expecting anything significant in Liberty, Iowa. I'll go to the NAM 3K so we can go out far enough. Again, south central South Dakota still has that rogue cell with a special weather statement south of Winter, South Dakota. So we're going to look at the NAM here. And as you can see, that little pin dot south of Des Moines, even into tomorrow, not expecting anything significant at all into the 17th. So you guys should be good in Liberty, Iowa. Great question. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. What does West Liberty look like? I already did that one. Okay. Anything for Lincoln, Nebraska tonight, you think? We'll go through that scan here. Very isolated chance. I think Lincoln, Nebraska is going to get the special weather statements, maybe, which would be very minor hail, maybe 30 to 40-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, but nothing real significant. Danella, Kansas City area is expecting things next week. And I can't go into that far because it's going to be kind of Monday and Tuesday, maybe even Sunday. Stay tuned for that. Cindy Findes, what about North Platte, Nebraska? Cindy from YouTube, thank you so much. Yep, you guys have a tornado warning right here. This is radar indicated. It's a land spout. Let me go back to live radar so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. There's 2 active warnings. So North Platte, not much humidity for the Sioux Falls area. Is it supposed to increase or not? The dew points are supposed to continue to increase, yes. Cassidy, I'll get to Chamberlain here in just a moment, as well as Highway 14 here in a moment. But Cindy Findes, regarding North Platte, yes, sirens should be going off. These are some dangerous storms, although they're the land spouts, they still have some potential in there. Let me make sure that I'm on a accurate radar here, close enough that I can see. It does look like these are kind of starting to die out. I'm not going to lie. Let's take a look at echotops. This rogue cell here that is headed north, it looks like it's trying to the energy from this one in Hershey along west of North Platte area. It's probably stealing the energy from the southern storm. So this is probably going to die out a little bit and it's all going to encompass into one. Still dangerous, mind you, still dangerous storms, even west of Stapleton. Yes, Nathan Mers, sirens going off. If you're referring to North Platte area, sirens should be going off, definitely. We do have the radar indicated tornado warning. Radar indicated tornado warning on both of those, in between the two. Chicago, Caden, Chicago area expecting some severe weather tomorrow. Stay weather aware. We'll probably be here all night. What site is this? This is a Radar Omega app that I'm looking at. Thanks for the question. All right, I do need to get to Chamberlain as well as some of these other areas. Let me go ahead and show you Chamberlain, South Dakota. Thanks so much, Lance, and thanks so much for Cassidy. Cassidy was asking about Chamberlain. This is going to be a radar estimate of time where you might see impacts of severe weather in Chamberlain. Looks like after 10 o'clock. Let me take a look at the max updraft helicity, see if there's any indication of hail. Hail is going to be marginal in and around the Chamberlain area after 10 p.m. Looking at this, the hail threat seems to be dying out for areas of South Dakota. Definitely O'Neill. This area here, Fairfax and Butte. So Fairfax right along the South Dakota, Nebraska northern border. These are indicating quite a bit of hail in these cores. So along I-20, even Valentine, Nebraska. Possibility of redevelopment later, as we're going to end up having possibility of hail right in here, Valentine, Nebraska. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. That area could end up seeing a significant threat for wind as well. And then Highway 14 near Brookings area. Let me show you that information here in 1 second. Highway 14, expect to have your wind arrive, your significant severe wind arrive sometime after 2 o'clock in the morning. And Mitchell, South Dakota, it would be sometime after midnight. And then it kind of moves into an east-northeast direction. Sioux Falls area, folks that are watching from Sioux Falls, Hartford area, about 2 o'clock in the morning. Sometime between 2 o'clock and 5 a.m. is when you're going to end up getting some pretty significant weather there with the wind, wall of wind. Walk stars, what about Memphis, Tennessee getting tomorrow? I'm not able to discuss that right now. We do have severe weather that we're tracking right now. Lincoln County, Nebraska, tornado possible, 725 tornado warning. Oh, it looks like it's this one right here. They just extended this one. Confirmed tornado. Okay, so at 724, confirmed tornado was located 3 miles west of Hershey or 14 miles west. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado. The tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas. Highway 97 between mile markers 10 and 15. Interstate 80 in Nebraska between mile marker 157 and 169. It's moving north at 10. So it looks like we have 3 tornadoes now. 3 tornado warnings. This is the one is basically still continuing down here, and it's a continuation, and they've basically just that one's going to be allowed to expire because it goes out of the area. But this one here, Sutherland. Somebody was saying no sirens in Sutherland yet. Emily, are you serious? Wyatt, any chance of hail in Brookings or just rain and wind? My opinion, rain and wind. That's crazy. Emily, that's crazy. There are no sirens going off. That is just nuts. That's scary. Let me go into a live radar here. And let me take a look at the base velocity here. I mean, it's not real tight of a rotation, but it's still there. Sid Pietzmeyer, will there be any tornado activity near Vermilion, South Dakota? Great question. I'm glad you asked. We'll take a look at the HRRR weather model. I'm still monitoring areas of southern, south central part of South Dakota, but right now we don't have any active severe thunderstorm warnings in South Dakota. It's all in Nebraska area. This is an HRRR weather model estimate of what things might look like. So Vermilion area, wall of wind, as far as significant tornado parameters, let me look at that. You're in that 2% risk for Vermilion. So I would stay weather aware. There could be a rogue cell that has a brief spin up after 2 o'clock in the morning. So just stay weather aware. Arthur, Nebraska. Let's take a look at that. Blaine, Nebraska, Brown County, Nebraska. You do have hail 1 1/4 inch. You just got a pic of it from your sister, Emily. Thanks so much. And if you don't mind, you can private message me on TikTok. I think maybe I don't know if you're allowed to send pictures or not. If you don't mind sharing, um, that would be great. Thanks for the follow. Continue to follow if. Oh, you can't. Okay. Well, thanks, Tufts Weather. I wasn't sure. I'm still new to TikTok. Well, Emily, if you want to go on, I'm not, you're probably younger than me, I'm guessing, and so if you're on Facebook, maybe you can message me. You can message me on 605 Chaser on Facebook. All right, we were going to look at Arthur. Arthur, Nebraska. Yes, you guys need to be weather aware because here's what we got expected in your area. Let me pull this back in here. Spotty at best. I'm going to pull up a live radar just so I can see this information here a little bit better. You guys are in the 2% risk for tornadic activity, Arthur, Nebraska. But I see this progressing pretty quickly. At best, my opinion, Arthur, Nebraska, you're probably going to see some special weather statements. So it looks like this is going to move out of your area pretty quickly. Most of this is going to be isolated right in and around this area. I think we're already starting to see that front, and it's going to continue to push that direction. So honestly, I think these areas here are going to continue to see less and less of a risk. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate it so much. Oh yeah, that definitely it's a tornado, but it's a land spout, Emily. Um, I mean, it's still a tornado. Um, but thanks so much again for that. I appreciate it. Night 79. Can I show? Hang on one second. Let me go to my Facebook page real quick here. One second. One second, folks. Let me share that with you here. One second. All right, so this is going to be all right. So it's going to be a little tough to see, but basically, you can kind of see it there. There's that land spout right there. So hope that helps. Thanks again so much. I appreciate it, Emily. All right. All right. Fort Pierre, weather aware. Yes, definitely. Not sure if it's my end. Audio keeps going out. Is anybody else having any issues with audio going in and out? Let me know. So it might. Yeah, I found what it might have been. Looks like my phone had connected the Bluetooth, so when I'm getting notifications, it's probably going in and out. All right. So 979R, Central South Dakota. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I'm going to shut these off for now. All right, so right now we have this looking at live radar, vertical integrated liquid, and now here's that. Doesn't look all that impressive. Again, I think most of this is going to end up being later tonight, where it comes up from Nebraska. It's taking its sweet time. And then central part of South Dakota, just be aware you're still under the gun for severe thunderstorm watch. And the probabilities that they have, overall tornado threat is a low 20%. Overall wind threat, moderate 40%. Hail threat, moderate at 50%. And then moderate even 40%, 2+ inch hail. Overall severe hazard risk is 80%. So that would be covering those areas. Gracie, not sure if you have covered this already, so I'm sorry. However, what's your opinion on Sioux Falls? No, I have not really. I've covered it, but I will get to it again. I live in that area, so I definitely understand that completely. So we're going to take a look at HRRR weather model. This was updated at 7 p.m., so it's still kind of going through some of its update. So this will take care of central part of South Dakota. And this is a radar estimate of what it could look like. Basically, a whole lot of rain, which is great. But the wind threat ends up being more significant as you go into the overnight hours, once you get into like after midnight, is that front. So here's where we suspect the wind really will get significant right in this area here. And that's going to be pushing off into the abyss, basically. We're going to have, this will be kind of a gust front is what it's going to be. So that gust front, you, if you're going to be outside at that time of night, you're not going to really see a whole lot, obviously, until the lightning um, shows it up. But once you get to 2 o'clock in the morning uh, and afterwards, you're still going to have that wall of wind in Sioux Falls around sometime after 2 o'clock in the morning. Just depends on National Weather Service out of Sioux Falls is estimating that once we get after midnight, those storms are going to barrel through here pretty quickly. They're going to pick up speed. Because that front's going to be coming through, that cold front. So that's hopefully that helps. Yeah, Sioux Falls is definitely in the risk for the wind. The wind threat is the 15%. So this right now is the risk for wind threat, significant severe threat of wind, and then the hail, that is more isolated to central, north central part of Nebraska, the significant part of it, but still there is some hail risk up in these areas as well. Thanks, Night 79R, for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Any of you that are able to share that and continue to follow, I know I've been gaining TikTok followers, YouTube followers, a number of Facebook followers, and I appreciate it so much. Let's go ahead and continue to blow up the internet with this. I'm a old dude, you know, and I don't, no disrespect against those that are older than 45, but um, I never thought I could get that crazy on TikTok, but I am. All right, so we do have half-dollar size hail, Blaine County, Nebraska. 7:37 is when that was issued. Let me shut off this part here. We're going to continue. I may have to take a break for a moment here because I'm going to need to eat some food, but I'll keep the alerts going and keep the live stream going. All right, so these twos, what we have here is we have significant hail risk right in here by Wood Lake. I'm quite surprised we don't have a polygon for this right now. We have 9 severe thunderstorm warnings. Thankfully, only 1 tornado warning, and that is down here, Sutherland area. Hanson County, South Dakota. Oh my goodness, thanks so much. I wasn't sure if there was a whole lot of South Dakota folks on here. I feel like I wouldn't get a whole lot on here from South Dakota. So I'm so blessed to have all of you. But folks in South Dakota, uh, my home state, definitely appreciate that. So let's take a look. Hanson County, that would be over in Alexandria area. Looking at sometime after 1 o'clock in the morning. Wall of wind will show up. Maybe some hail. Let's take a look at vertical integrated liquid. Actually, max updraft helicity. Um, the hail is going to be a marginal risk there in Hanson County. You may end up having pea-sized, marble-sized hail. I don't expect a significant. I don't expect any significant hail up in Hanson County, South Dakota. Okay, let's take a look here. I'm in Ohio. Okay, who's who we gotta ask? I'm just watching because I'm trying to learn more about. Great. Um, so Gunner. Oh, Gunner Yeo. Will it be severe? Yes, it will be severe. In Hanson County, it definitely will be 60 plus mile an hour winds. I don't see that dying out. Hope that helps you, Gunner. All right. Let's see what else we have. Two tornadoes. Oh, that's old news. Hang on. Yes, you're welcome for the up. You're welcome to have the update. Yep. All right. Again, this is what we're expecting overnight. After 1 o'clock in the morning, that's going to hit and start impacting more areas of South Dakota. Let me take a look at the NAM 3K. That was updated at 2. I want to go back to a different one here. 2. So we got 6 hours. 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to, in another 15, 20 minutes, NAM models are going to come back with another update. Looks like Blaine County and Brown County in Nebraska, we have another severe thunderstorm warning. HRRR, I like it more. The reason why I like it more is because it's a short range weather model and it updates every hour. Um, when you're looking at forecasting, you want to look at like forecasting for future. You want to look at NAMS. Oh, we got a radar indicated tornado warning, Lincoln County, Nebraska. Let me clarify. That's this one over Sutherland yet. Don't see more than one, so it's probably reissuance. Looks like it's just going so slow, folks. It's going at 10 miles an hour. So let's take a look. I'm just gonna just for fun, I'm gonna take a look and see if it's going to go 10 miles an hour to the north. It would take a long time for it to get up here, but can try to take a look here. 10 miles an hour. Yeah, it would talk about rural area. Total population in Tryon, 92, over 2 hours away. So you got some time. Tryon, you got some time. Gunner, how can you get alerts if you're sleeping? NOAA weather radio would be a great choice. Your phone will go off, yes, sometimes. Most of the time, just depends on the severity. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this one that's, whoops, shut that off for a second. Down here with these severe thunderstorm warnings, these are going super slow. Oh, it's moving east at 55 miles an hour. So we must have that front that is moving along right here. So this is, again, severe weather down into parts of western Kansas. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half-dollar size hail. Larger area of strong winds is persisting behind initial area of storms, resulting in strong gusts to 60. So these are the storms that are going to continue to push off into a northerly track, eventually pushing into areas of North Platte. Ogallala is already under the gun for those areas of western part of Nebraska. So not going to be ending anytime soon. It's just taking its time to get up into areas of South Dakota for the time being. You can see it somewhat coming in. Let me see if I have footage. Hang on one second. All right, there's another severe thunderstorm warning. This one issued at 7:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, Dual County and Garden County, Nebraska. Let me see if I can get some live cams here. One second. Guessing Winter Sky Cam would probably have something here. And one second. Oh, goodness. All right, I'm looking at a live cam from Winter, South Dakota, and it doesn't look impressive if I was to want some storms coming in, but we'll see how it goes. I can't show you that because I don't have rights to that sky cam, but interesting. Hey, I got approval from another broadcaster. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to figure out how in the world to get my Google Workspace to not have limitations so that I can actually show those. Hopefully, I can get that figured out tonight. I use a Radar Omega app. Great question, Melina 4. All right, we've got some new people that are joining, so I'm just hey, there's my son. You gonna wave to the folks? All right. We're gonna go ahead and get this pulled up here real quick. HRRR weather model and um, go through the scan again. This is radar estimates of what might happen. Again, lots and lots of moisture making its way, and areas of O'Neill, a lot of wind impact expected after midnight. And again, expecting that wall of wind to hit these areas pretty significantly right here. And we'll see that eventually make its way northward and eventually by 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning hitting areas of Sioux Falls. So put that back into play here. There we go, around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yankton. Yeah, it's a bow echo there. Mitchell area around 2 o'clock in the morning. I do storm chase, yes. I do storm chase. Great question. Duff's weather. Yep, Mitchell has some red, and that is definitely the biggest. That's going to be possible of heavy downpours. Let me look at supercell composite, kind of show what the intensity of those supercells might be. And it's looking like they're not as impressive. Yeah, until 2 o'clock in the morning, Parker area, and then more Sioux City. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna come through. This Lincoln, these supercell. I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. Because if this would be the case, then Omaha would be under the gun. But Emily, I don't think Lincoln's going to get hit bad. This is suggesting, but it's only a supercell composite. So if we look at the composite reflective, that's still picking up that it's going to be north. I could take a look at NAM and see if these other weather models are suggesting it at all. So bear with me while I do that. Very spotty. I'll look at NAM 12K here. Again, doesn't show. None of the weather models suggest it. So that's just looking at a couple of different. I don't think Lincoln is going to get it bad. So, all right, severe thunderstorm warning in Chase, Hayes, Keith, Perkins County. Ooh, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Let's take a look at that one. Let's take a look at that one on radar right here. Hold on. Let's pull that. It looks like it's intensifying. So we have one tornado warning that's west of North Platte going at 10 miles an hour. So we have Hayes County, Nebraska. Let's go to that one here. Okay, so that's this one here. That's the ones that are coming out of Colorado. They're starting to pick up speed. And so North Platte, you're in for a long, long night. These are going to just continue to intensify. Looks like 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, Ogallala area. All these storms are continuing to push off into northeast. Let's take a look at this a little bit better. Hard to see a radar that's got a decent close enough there, but which one? Yeah, the which tornadoes weren't moving at 5 miles an hour? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me show you guys a different view here. What is that? Let me pull this up here 1 second, folks. I'm going to show you another view here 1 second. Actually, no, I'm not gonna, because I don't want to get too bombarded with that. Yeah. All right, let's. I'm going to take a brief moment since we do have. These are pockets of storms that before it gets ramped up too much. You guys have the weather alerts going there. Let me see if I can try and um, get the warnings to come through here. 1 second. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get this alert to come up or not. 1 second, folks. We have a new mesoscale discussion. Okay, hold on 1 second, folks. We got a new mesoscale discussion that was just issued at 7:42. Let's pull that up here. What is a mesoscale discussion? That hold on, hold on. Here's a mesoscale discussion, and basically means that they're watching for another watch to be issued. Let's see here. Scattered severe thunderstorms will continue much of the evening. Hail and wind remain likely with the most robust convection. This just came in, so I'm trying to see what we have here. Yes, I have those alerts coming through. Strongly diffluent high-level flow is noted across Central Plains early this evening. A considerable amount of convection has developed along a zone of favorable low-level convergence across western central Nebraska into western South Dakota. Supercells are embedded in this activity, with storm motions favoring northward movement along the zone of low-level convergence. However, substantial convection has recently evolved across the high plains from southeast Wyoming into northeast Colorado. This expanding precipitation shield is forward propagating towards the southwestern portion of the Weather Watch 247 zone. Over the next several hours, there should be some propensity for the southernmost flank of the ongoing convection to begin to advance east. Until then, large hail will be the primary risk with supercells, while damaging wind threat may increase as the upstream convection surges into southern part of the watch. So again, they're reiterating basically um, they're reiterating the risk here. Ooh, we do also have flash flooding possible. Oh my goodness. So this is the mesoscale discussion for flash flooding. So this green outlined zone, not sure if you're able to see that. Yes, it's because that storm is staying over the same spot, but this puppy right here is just not giving up. Golf ball size hail and now only moving at 5 miles per hour. There's another one that just got issued. Okay, well, my radar omega is taking a little while here. So yes, it just came up. McPherson County, Nebraska. So we're just gonna have to wait for that to come up. Gunner Yeo, if I were to storm chase this summer, got any tips? Um, Educate yourself as much as possible with reliable resources. Make sure that there's that tornado warning. It finally showed up here. All right, let's read that off. At 7:56, severe thunderstorm radar indicator rotation. Okay, so we don't have confirmation observed. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas. Highway 97 between mile marker 3 and 16. Again, this is starting to take an easterly track, northeasterly track, as you can see. And this is why I suspect these areas will continue um, along this. So Stapleton, if you have anybody that lives in Stapleton, stay weather aware. This puppy's moving at 15, and I expect it to pick up some speed. So if it were to impact Stapleton, 15 miles an hour. Got another hour and a half roughly. These are some areas. Gandy, Hoagland, Logan, Nebraska. Those would be mainly rural areas, but if it continues at a 15-mile-an-hour speed to the northeast, that's the areas that we would suspect. Looking at a live radar. Let me shut these mesoscale discussions off before I get too. Oh, they just have that one as well. That was issued at 7:09. We already got those. Let me shut the that one off. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go for a minute. I'm gonna just go grab something to eat here. We still have the active warnings. Hey, thanks, Jay. Um, I'm probably gonna need some help tonight. Yes. Um, appreciate you being here. It's gonna be a long night. Yeah, I'll text you, Jay. Okay, severe thunderstorm watch. Hold on a second. Okay, we now have that. All right, folks, let's get this alert put up here. Whoops. We now have a severe thunderstorm watch for areas of South Dakota. One moment here. One second, folks. I'm trying to. My brain is fog right now. Give me a second, Nate. Don't know why we don't have that severe thunderstorm watch on here. It's taking forever to load. One second, folks. So they just issued a severe thunderstorm watch for areas of South Dakota. Unfortunately, it's taking forever. I don't understand why it's taking so long for my radar Omega to bring that up. Nate, can you go with mom for a minute? Pull this up here through the SPC site. One second here, folks. I'm going to have to shut off the watch and turn it back on. I don't know why this is taking so long for it to load. All right, so the severe thunderstorm watch includes Mitchell, Lake Andes, Yankton, Vermilion. Basically, once Radar Omega can figure it out here, it right now does not include the Sioux Falls area. It's basically covering all of this area right here. And once it figures out to come up, maybe. Okay. Hey, I'm live. Okay, well, that's very loud. Let's take a look here and see what we have. All right, I'm going to shut this off and I'm going to share a different screen here, folks. Because evidently Radar Omega is having some issues here. All right, folks, I can't see a whole lot right now, but one second here and I'll get this pulled up here. All right, so this is a look at weather-wise. Let me shut off a few of these things here. Haha, y'all mode. Okay, we'll try that. So here's what we got. We got a number of alerts. Um, I don't like this. I want to have y'all mode on because I need to have this look like the National Weather Service does. Otherwise, it gets too confusing. We got a wind advisory, and we have here is the severe thunderstorm watch for another 7 hours. So here's what we got. Severe thunderstorm watch outline update. Um, South Dakota counties included are Aurora, Bonham, Charles Mix, Douglas, Hutchinson, Yankton, Clay, Gregory, McCook, Brule, Davison, Hanson, and Turner. Issued 6 minutes ago, and Radar Omega didn't even have it. Oh, there. You can see my screen. Hold on one second. See if Radar Omega's finally got it up. There's the alerts. There we go. All right, now I got this. All right, so we do have. Hey, Evie Lynn, thanks so much for the heart maze. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm quite surprised that it took this long to have it issued as well. Just doesn't even make sense. It's inevitable. They already knew this was going to get pretty intense. Um, yes, I already have that. I've got it right here. Can you not? Okay. My son loves to. Dude, I'm not mad at you. I'm just kind of frustrated right now that you're grabbing my phone every time an alert goes off. You don't need to look at it. Somebody help me. Melina, I'm in Gregory County. Yep, you guys, Gregory County. Let's go ahead and get to that. Let's see if there's any updates from HRRR that went through a 00Z update. All right, I'm going to kind of show you guys. This is just going through its update. Oh my goodness gracious. And what I'm saying goodness gracious for is take a look at this, okay? If we could do a snap, kind of put that in your mind right now. This is the recent update, and we got the major curvature right here. It's going to be a huge gust front right there. MCS. West, I'd recommend taking cover, severe warned. Brewster, Nebraska. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that. So what we're looking at right now is it's going to be a wall of wind that comes through Sioux Falls area around 2 o'clock in the morning. If we take a look at 23Z and 2 o'clock in the morning update, see, it doesn't look near as intense, not as much curvature. So now it's looking, if we look at the latest update at that 2 o'clock, that is even more curved. So yeah, it's going to get pretty intense. West of Brewster, let's look at that. Let me get the live radar on here. Why is that not looking that intense? Oh, we don't have the right radar on. There we go. Oofda, yeah, I would say so. All right, Logan County, Kansas. Now we got storms happening in Burwell, not tornadic warned yet. Ooh, yes, I do see that. Thank you very much. This one right here, Burwell. High resolution velocity. Burwell, is that the indication? I'd say right here, right, Jay? Hey, NTX Weather, thanks for the like. Yeah, that is definitely a rotation. Still not warned, not tornado warned yet. Let's take a look if there's a possible half-dollar size hail. Burwell. NTX, lots happening in this area of Nebraska for sure. Thanks for joining. So if you're in the Burwell area, I would say definitely want to take cover. This is pretty intense. Even though there's not a severe thunderstorm or a tornado warning on this, it's starting to pick up some speed, I think. 46 mile per hour, negative. Where's the positive here? Ever so slight. Now, this area is pretty intense. Straight line winds as well, directly south. Yeah, right here. Oh, right here. Dude, I see it. Straight line winds right here, right, Jay? Yep. So areas like El Ria and Ord, you might not get in that because this is moving more of a northerly track. Yeah, moving north at 35 miles an hour. It's a lot of intense wind right there. Storm over here in Brewster area as well is picking up some. Gotta see if I can get over to that here. Let's take a look at the hail factor, folks. Hail right in Brewster, pretty significant hail there. These are just continuing to regenerate over the same areas. We now have a 70-mile-an-hour wind threat, Arthur, Nebraska. I know where that is. Somebody was asking me about it earlier. Arthur County, Nebraska. So these storms are now pushing more of a north and east direction. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Goodness. Kind of feel bad because I was saying that they weren't going to have anything, but that certainly changed quite a bit. Can't always get it right. So all these storms are continuing to form a line. And as you can see, 32-degree dew point. Look at that inflow tornado warned storm. Hang on. Whoops, I'm on the wrong radar probably. Hang on one second. There we go. Oh, yeah. I wonder if this is another one of those. Oh, it says radar indicated. 32-degree point might be good, not very moist. Yes, 32-degree point that I was pointing out is very dry air. So what I was kind of getting to say was, oh, we do have tornado warning in Raleigh, North Carolina. Serious? Or out of Raleigh, Cumberland, North Carolina. All over the place. Cumberland County. Oh, there it is. Oof. It's pretty intense as well. All right. So what I was kind of saying is the 32-degree point, 32-degree dew point indicates a dry line. And then I was going to kind of show where we have more of that moist air. 60-degree dew points on the east side of this, 50, and then we have the drier air right here. So that's where that front basically is. All right, let's take a look at this one right here. Still pretty intense there. We have two active warnings. One is in Cumberland County, North Carolina for tornado warning. And then we also have Lincoln County and McPherson County in Nebraska. That's that one right here. Not that impressive, but still dangerous storm. All right, folks. Continuing to wait for these storms. There's the one in winter. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I have a feeling that's okay. Wind gusts 50 to 55 miles per hour, so just below severe level, and half-inch hail. Winter. Let me take a look now if we have footage. 1 second. See if I can get a sky cam for crying out loud. Oofta, I can see some of those. 1 second here. Winter. Let's take a look at a different one. See if I have one for Gregory, South Dakota. Where's Gregory? Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 1 second, folks. Let me show you this in a moment. I just have to find inspect here and get the right container. 1 second, folks. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get screen capture here. 1 second. So we're looking right now at Gregory, South Dakota. You can definitely see some storms, and this is looking to the west. You're able to see over towards winter. Um, 1 second here, see if I could get a better view. 1 second. I'm just going to do this on the fly here. Bear with me 1 moment. All right, so this is looking at Gregory, South Dakota right now. And so we're kind of showing that through the eyes. And so we can take a look at this storm here. Apologize, 1 second. I'm probably going to have some issues that I run into here. 1 second. Yep, can't show that. And I shouldn't be showing that either. Gotta love that when you're going on the fly. Anyhow, lots of sky cams that I can look at, but a little tough. Hold on 1 minute, folks. We do have another. All right, so let's take a look here. We do have these intense storms that are starting to make their way in western part of, or north central rather, part of Nebraska. These are starting to intensify a line right there. Lincoln County, Nebraska tornado warning is still showing rotation, but not as organized. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, it's not as tight of a ball there as it once was. All right, I am going to see if we still have. Close this off here. Close this one. Sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of some of these things that I don't need. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's about the way it goes. It's going into an environment that's really nice. Nice for development, anyways. Not nice for folks, but we go correlation coefficient, see if there's anything. Oh, goodness. Let me shut these off here 1 second. Yeah, that's 1+. It looks pretty rural. I'm looking at the correlation coefficient, see? Oh, it's going to show the hail core? Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Jay. This guy always steers me right. You got that signature on it now. Still ends up only going, what is it, 10 miles an hour? Yeah. Oh, moving northeast at 30 now. Just that cell was, so it's 30 miles an hour and continuing to a northeast track. So if we pick up on that section here, yeah, it's all rural areas. It doesn't even come back with any impacts to any areas, populated anyways. Hey, if you're just joining us, thanks so much for the follows. Appreciate it. We're going to continue live here. We're kind of waiting for things to ramp up in South Dakota, and it looks like they are starting to get pretty well developed in central part of South Dakota, Chamberlain area, Winter. These are special weather statements. They're not anything significant yet, but wind gusts 50 to 55 miles an hour and half-inch hail. I am going to step away for just a moment. I do have a wonderful moderator. Do you have time tomorrow to expect storms for Dayton, Ohio? Tori, tomorrow the storms for Dayton, Ohio. 1 second here. That would be likely super late in the day, maybe even the evening hours. What I could take a look here real quick at a NAM 12K while I'm at it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be sometime after 4 o'clock, maybe even after 7 for Ohio. Hope that helps you. All right, we're looking at that Ohio. Let's go back to our live radar here so we can get folks aware of what's going on right now. Again, this is a storm here by Burwell, Nebraska. Number of severe thunderstorm warnings. We even have this tornado warning here north of North Platte. You can go ahead and put the radar back on for that area. It's looking pretty intense again. That's even it's looking tighter in my opinion. Tighter rotation there. What you think, Jay? Looks like that could end up impacting areas of Stapleton, but it's going to take a little while. Nevertheless, it could pick up speed. We do have Lincoln County, Nebraska, Logan County, McPherson, Thomas. There's that severe thunderstorm warning. It takes a little while. My alerts come up on top of it before the radar Omega does. What time, Mr. Preepster, what time do you think the storms will get to Sioux Falls? Anytime after midnight, likely going to be 2 o'clock in the morning in Sioux Falls, South Dakota area, and it's going to be a significant amount of wind. That's going to be the primary threat. 70 plus mile an hour winds are likely if this thing holds together on what is estimated. And this one near Burwell, Nebraska, again is looking pretty. Yes, Burwell has rotation again. Yes, yes. So this one here, let me take a look at the base velocity. Oh gosh, that's picking up right here. That's a pretty tight rotation there. Just south of Burwell, right on top of you, and then it's picking up that wind. These are gust fronts and straight line winds, so it could have the impact of a tornado without a tornado warning. Tic Tac 1986 joined. Thanks so much. All right, this one near Burwell. If you're in any of these areas with this line right here, all up and down this line, this is going to continue to move in a northeasterly track, northeast. $half size hail in that one. It's moving north at 25. Chase County, Frontier County, Hayes County, Keith County, Lincoln County, Perkins County, 80 mile an hour threat. 80 mile an hour wind threat. Let's find that one here. And that is Chase County. That's this one here. It's way back in extreme western portion of Nebraska. We got a signature again here. It's one north of North Platte will not give up. All right, tornado warning. Lincoln County, Nebraska. Got 2 active tornado warnings, and according to Radar Omega, there's just one. So we're waiting for Radar Omega to pick up speed and figure it out. I don't think it's the app. I think it's something with my computer, which doesn't make sense because my active warnings are directly related to National Weather Service. Now we just have one. So what'd they do? Have one expire? Crying out loud. So now we just have the one, and that is over in areas of North Carolina. The link, oh, it expired. I have a feeling they're going to end up reissuing um, that one. It doesn't. It seems like it's back and forth. So I think honestly, this area here is probably going to end up having this one. Um, there it is. Oh, that's Raleigh. Out of Raleigh. Just waiting for this to. Let's take a look here. We don't have very much dew points here up in South Dakota area. 52-degree dew point, 57. So we still have enough to give you some intensity here. So it looks like this one is for another 14 minutes, 50 to 55 mile per hour and a half-inch hail. Strong thunderstorm, ideal south housing around 8:10. So that, obviously it's past that point. This one here is for another 29 minutes. Crow Creek Reservation area, and there's that tornado warning radar indicated 4 areas of Cumberland, North Carolina. For some reason, I'm not able to get the sounds to come back on after I messed around and played around with stuff. I'm wondering if it's just having, there we go. That might be the issue. Let's see if that's the issue. 1 second, folks. I don't want to blast your guys' ears out. Let me see if I got this figured out now. Now I got it going. Hopefully I didn't blast you guys out of the crazy place. Now I got the sounds going. There we go. Now we got the sounds. All right. I had to switch things. This is driving me nuts. Here we go. We got this this puppy down here is Burwell definitely is showing possibilities of some rotation down there. Although it's hard to tell if it's rotation or if it's straight line winds. Hang on 1 second. I got something from. Oh, that took forever. Never mind. I do see these storms really intensifying with the wind threat. Still do have, again, severe thunderstorm watch for a number of counties. And the severe thunderstorm warnings are scrolling at the bottom there. Maybe obscurity from the hail core. Yeah, it's very likely. I have to check to see if I'm able to get a feed here. 1 second. Hold on, I'm trying to get Dunning, Nebraska. Somebody's over on Dunning, Nebraska. Yeah, I don't know why they're sitting there. Somebody's sitting there. Oh, some folks are thinking that this might end up having some kind of signature as well. What is predicted hail size? Are you referring to, so what area are you? Yeah, Jay, I'm going to grab some food here really, really quick. Thank you. Lucy, what area are you asking about? What's the predicted hail size? I'll get to that. I mean, most of these areas are seeing half-dollar size hail or larger. So, oh, between Platte, South Dakota and Mitchell, South Dakota. Um, I really don't think the hail is going to be really that significant. I really think the biggest threat for those areas are now going to be mainly wind threat. Can't say that there's going to be no hail at all. Right now, half-inch hail is what is associated with the storms that are over in Chamberlain, as well as Winter, South Dakota. So that would be my guess. It would probably end up saying maybe dime to nickel size. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. So Jay's going to handle things for now in the chat, and I appreciate him so much. Give him a big shout out and thanks, and share the love to him. I will be right back. I've got to get some food. I haven't ate since 8 o'clock this morning, which is not a good thing. Hey, I'm back, folks. All right. One second here. Eight 39. All right. Thanks, Jay, for taking care. I got some food. Let's see what else we got here. Tight rotation between Paxton and Elsie. Here's seeing if I learned something new. I got 4 followers for helping in your chat. Well, that's good. Thank you. Yep, I see that. Look at how crazy that rotation is. Holy smokes. Elsie. Let's take a look at. Oh, shoot. I should have put live radar on while I was there. Darn it. Um, am I looking at that right? Let me take a look at base velocity here. Ooh, must be on. Your radar shows a way better than mine. That's probably why I need to use radar scope instead of this one, but I haven't broken down to get down to that yet. Using KLNX, Southwest and North Platte. Yep, right here. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. This is what you're referring to. My bad. You're talking right here, right, Jay? That's pretty tight rotation. Two areas, two areas. Starting to see a line with the wind there. One moment. Since I have the alerts, see ya, Tufts Weather. Thanks for joining. Just northwest of that as well. Hang on, I gotta. All right. Yeah, insane storms definitely, Jay. Uh, the main thing I think is happening here is it's just the front is probably coming through so quickly that I feel like it, it's a little too fast, you know. Um, Tornado warning. Yep. Thank you very much. North Carolina's been canceled. Good. Yeah, 1 second they're tight, then they're not. Even this over by Brewster, feel like it's just a combobulation of a mess in here. Storm right here near Burwell still. Oof, this one right here, kind of a broad area of rotation north of Burwell. Yeah, it is. It is hard to do that because of the fact that this front is, I think, moving through so quickly. Whoops. And I think there's so much wind on the backside of this that it's just really, really having a difficult picking it up. Hydrometer classification, yes. Let me take a look at that. Hydrometer classification. Dear Lord. And remind me, Jay, what is that will show the hail core? Okay. What is HA? I've never looked to find out what HA, HR, LH. Yeah, that's the hail core right here. We're learning a lot, folks. I mean, I've fooled around with a few things on Radar Omega, but I don't look at the hydrometer classification usually, but that's crazy. Okay, I got you. Okay, now I see. Okay, so HA means hail. Well, that's not help. HR means heavy rain. W, what's WA? WS means wet snow. That's because it's picking up the blue. So it's probably colder rain area. Um, HA is hail, hail. WR is, man, I could spend all day trying to. Oh, we got a new one. Valley County, Nebraska. Valley County now. And, that one yet has to be up here. There it is. That's this one right here. Likely this one right here. Hold on, folks. Ping pong ball size hail. $50 size hail. Reported 9 miles north of Arcadia. This is going to impact Elria and Fort Hart stuff. Did it say that it's moving at 45 miles? Yep, moving north 45 miles per hour. Goodness gracious. So that's going to hit the O'Neill areas, just west of O'Neill areas. Definitely pay attention to HA. Yeah. HA. Yeah, there's a lot right there. Here we have hail core as well. Sorry, another chaser that I'm going to be broadcasting live tomorrow is reaching out to me. Okay, so the hail core is also down in Ogallala area. Looks like grapple, which ends up being like a ice, then hail right in there. Not a whole lot of, this is more of heavy rain right here. Jay, thanks so much for showing me that. Maroon is large hail and yellow is giant hail. RA stands for rain. And this is, yeah, the red is definitely hail. And I'm using the grlevelx.com manual, so I don't know if that's going to match this or not, but it would appear so. Kate, Irene, Mitchell going to get hit. Mitchell, let's go ahead and take that since we don't have any active tornado warnings right now. We can go ahead and take a look at our weather models here. It's going to be overnight hours. We just went through a new scan here, so I'm just going to. All right, so let's take a look at Mitchell. We're expecting 1 a.m. for you to be impacted by some wind threat, 60 plus mile an hour winds, and obviously a lot of rain. 2 o'clock in the morning, you still might end up having some wind event there, maybe even some hail. Going to be a little bit hard to tell the hail, but definitely torrential downpours. Could have some flash flooding in some of those areas of Mitchell, depending on how quickly this moves. And here's why: 58 to 59 dBz, 60 dBz, 62. These are indicating some pretty intense rain. The one nice thing that we have going for us, nice, maybe not so nice. Okay, thanks, Jay. Um, we do have the wind is going to be great because it's going to push this through very quickly versus, so it's going to be fast movers, but that's also a bad thing because the wind threat. So it's a double-edged sword, so to speak. When is, I got another quote. Trey Kaz Welch, anything close to winter, South Dakota. Winter, South Dakota, we are expecting, you guys just got through some pretty intense storms. Let's go ahead and take a look at your live radar here. Live radar is showing it's, looks like it's not really too bad right now for winter area, but I'm going to show you a scan from a radar estimate, HRRR here. And it does look like it's going to re-intensify overnight. And I got to switch back. Hang on 1 second here. Got to go to a different. There we go. So it's going to re-intensify later in the evening and overnight hours. This big one down here by O'Neill area. Trey, hope that helps. Thanks for the follow if you're not already following. I appreciate it. Jared the Squirrel, thanks for following all you folks. I appreciate it. Will there be anything from 6:30 to 7:30 a.m.? Kate Irene for Mitchell. No, by that time you should be. You're going to have a lull in there between that time frame in Mitchell. Sioux Falls area again. Loop County, Nebraska, Rock County, Nebraska. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Now we do not have information on the threat in that ticker there, or that alert, but Nonetheless, make sure that you take cover. I'll take care of Vermilion area tonight. Let's go ahead and kind of back this up a little bit. Uh, Again, Jared the Squirrel wants to know about Sioux Falls area. Again, that's going to be possible after 2 o'clock in the morning. We do see a significant wall of wind in this whole area. You can see that curvature. That is indicating uh, that on the backside of this, there's a lot of wind, 70 plus mile an hour winds. We could have some straight line winds hit some areas of Sioux Falls and the metro area. I do expect later on tonight for the severe thunderstorm watch to be extended into areas of Sioux Falls, as well as maybe even areas of southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa. But as you can see, about 4 o'clock in the morning, things kind of die out a little bit. They're not looking as intense. Once we get to 5 o'clock in the morning, a lull in there, a period, and then it kind of re-intensifies. Another front comes through, and we get a little bit more intensification at 8 o'clock. We could have some more winds gusting through there between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. So just be mindful of that. You'll have a lull in there in between. Vermilion, we kind of hit that area a little bit as well. Let me backtrack that a little bit. Again, Vermilion area expecting around 2 o'clock time frame, 2 o'clock in the morning is wall of wind. Could have some hail in those embedded in those storms, but the main threat is going to be wind. I do want to remind folks that there is an area of, hold on one second. This would be a severe thunderstorm for Logan, Thomas, Sherman, and Wallace counties in Kansas. Kansas, goodness gracious. So all of this is coming on up. So we got a long night ahead of us, and tomorrow it's going to push off over into areas of Wisconsin likely. So back to Vermilion, we're expecting some of those areas to be impacted by that wall of wind. You also in this green area, that is a 2% risk of tornado activity. So we could possibly see an isolated tornado. However, I feel that that is diminishing greatly as the night progresses on. The 5% risk is still in these areas of O'Neill, Broken Bow, Lexington, Kearney, Grand Island, North Platte. We've seen a number of tornado warnings already tonight for areas of Nebraska, and that will likely continue in those areas of the 5% risk. We do have Cheyenne, Dundee, Rawlins, Hitchcock, some of those areas in Kansas. Coffee is done. Brownies are done. I'm ready for the next little bit. I'm glad you got some coffee, Jay. It's going to be a long night. All right. Anything for winter? Tasha Ann. Not right at this moment. You're looking at a radar estimate. We do expect this to re-intensify over the late night hours. Winter, you can expect some more development here over the next couple of hours. Let me kind of go through this a little bit further here. Going to continue to have some heavy rains, but by the time you get to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's mainly over into eastern part of South Dakota, extreme eastern part of South Dakota. We got another severe thunderstorm warning in Nebraska areas. Let me shut these off here and remind folks where the hail, significant hail threat is down here in the hatched area. Yellow is the hail threat as well, but it's not as significant. Still there. So you could have hail in those yellow zones. Wind threat, primary wind threat would be in Yankton. Oh, they did get a hatched area now for this. I was not aware of that, but I haven't looked at that part of it since the 8 o'clock update. So this area will have that significant severe threat for winds tonight. So that includes Yankton area. Rex, thanks for the heart me's. Appreciate it. Marion, South Dakota. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Appreciate that so much. Marion, South Dakota. Trying to remember. I'm from South Dakota, so you would think I would remember where that is, but Yep, Marion, South Dakota, you're in that same area where the wall of wind is expected. This could be 70 plus mile an hour wind, Gus, sometime after 1 o'clock in the morning. So just be mindful of that. And Tasha Ann, again, winter, I kind of covered that. Parkston, South Dakota, Ellie Marie Ringland, I hope you're following. We got a long night ahead of us. Parkston area, sometime after 1 o'clock in the morning. Again, wind is the primary threat. There is possibility of tornadoes. 2% risk is what your Parkston, South Dakota area is in. Mitchell, South Dakota, it also includes you. We are under the gun for a severe thunderstorm watch that we are currently under. And this severe thunderstorm watch includes many counties of South Dakota. And another severe thunderstorm warning over in areas of Hitchcock, Nebraska, Hitchcock County. So the main threat, this is a severe thunderstorm watch that is covering east central and northeast Nebraska, south central South Dakota. It's in effect this Wednesday night and Thursday morning from 8 p.m. until 3 o'clock in the morning. The primary threats, take warning. Have your NOAA weather radio available. Jordan Buchelman, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're also following. Burwell is under STW again. Are you serious? Burwell, what in the world? Reminder, folks, what STW is again. Oh, severe thunderstorm warning. Sorry. I should have known that. So, yep, Burwell is under a severe thunderstorm warning. But what I was stating real quick with regards to the severe thunderstorm watch, scattered damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts to 75 miles per hour. A tornado or two is possible. So just be mindful. This is going to be a long, long night. Okay. Probabilities. Overall tornado threat low 20%. EF2 to EF5 tornado risk low. Overall wind threat is high 70%. Moderate 75 miles per hour or higher. So this is going to impact you in the overnight hours. I'm not saying you don't need to sleep. I'm just saying, dude. Hey, thanks, Jeff, for the heart me's. All I'm saying, folks, is you need to stay weather aware and you make sure that you have a weather radio, something that's going to alert you. Your phone that has weather alerts. Because I need to remind folks, I don't want to instill fear on you, but I need to remind folks back in 2019, Sioux Falls had a tornado, a couple of different tornadoes, and that was pretty impactful. Even though they were small, they were still pretty significant to Sioux Falls. I'm not saying that there's going to be a tornado because the significant tornado parameter numbers are not there to substantiate that, but still, you're under the risk for that. And you could have straight line winds that impact your areas of the extreme southeast part of Sioux Falls. Yes, keep phones charged with these winds. Power outages are also possible. Very good point, Jay. Because we could have down power lines. It doesn't take much to down those power lines. And if we get a lot of torrential rainfall, that's going to be pretty impactful as well. So just be mindful of that and stay weather aware. All right. All right. Well, we got this one in Burwell that's still going. And I'm going to take a look at the base velocity on that. Gosh, that still has got quite intense, but I think that's wind. I think that's really turning into more of the wind. It's only going 15 miles an hour. It's moving north. Yeah, this is a lot of wind right there. Let me show you this. Got the negative here. We got the rotation. At least it looks like rotation. See any other stuff that I can see here? We'll take a look at the hail core. Dude, where are you at? That's a big hail core. Huge hail core. All of this red. It's red right here. That's all hail. We can get down further. That's high. That's County 11. It's a lot of hail there. This is more of the. This says hail, but not sure. It's probably because we're on the wrong radar. Let's see if I can switch radars here real quick. Jeff, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate it. These storms down here, I wonder. Let me go ahead and switch radar here real quick. While these don't look that impressive, at least down here, it's the wind. We're moving at 55 miles an hour and hazard 80-mile-an-hour winds. That's what's coming for us in Nebraska and continuing to move eventually through areas of South Dakota. So heed the warnings. This one right here, I'm surprised they don't have a severe thunderstorm warning farther up here. This one looks pretty intense. They need to have one here. If we take a look at that, there's hail up there, folks. Why is there not? That's gravel, hail, hail. There we go. Where are we at? Hayes County. Again, they're just going over the same area. County, Nebraska. Hayes County, Nebraska. There's that one. And hazard 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts. That's coming closer. So we got all the elements that we need in here. And there's obviously a lot of flooding as well, because earlier that storm just stayed right over between Sutherland and Hershey and North Platte. Yeah, it's going to be one big windbag. That's right, Jeff. We do have these, nothing right now here for Gregory and Burke, but I would suspect within the next hour we're going to probably see some severe thunderstorm warnings getting issued here. Let's take a look at let me look at the echo tops here. Yep, these are below severe limits for echo tops. Usually once you get above 40 to 45, 46,000, you can start getting some of that more severe hail. So the echo tops don't look that intense right there. Might be a little tough to see because of the fact that I had to switch radars. So it's very close to getting some more hail core in there. Very small, not even a whole. It's probably melting before it ends up getting to the surface there. Frederick, South Dakota, how will we fare? Not even sure where that is, even though, oh, that's way up north. Okay, you guys are fine. Let me kind of put you guys into perspective here a little bit better. You guys are kind of in that marginal risk area, ever so slight into the slight risk, but I don't see that. I don't see the storms northward to be that intense. Let me kind of show you a rundown here real quick. It looks like it's going to kind of die out once it gets farther north into that Aberdeen area. It's going to kind of split up. You'll get some rain, maybe a few gusts. The one thing about the wind, so just because there's not a whole lot of wind that's going to be happening from the severe thunderstorms tonight in areas north, you're going to likely see a second wave of wind tomorrow. So, Rye, just be aware tomorrow that wind is going to be pretty darn intense. And actually, what I could do at this point is I could kind of give you a idea here of wind estimates here. Let's see. If I can get to the correct one. I think I have to go to NAM 12K. All right, so after this goes through, let's take a look at the wind afterwards, okay? "27 miles per hour doesn't seem like a whole lot. Maybe they've updated it, but they were saying that it was going to be pretty intense. Might be that this weather model isn't able to bring it out that far. There we go. So yeah, tomorrow into Friday, that wind. It's a wall cloud in North Platte, Nebraska. I would not doubt that one bit. North Platte has been under the gun all night long. Let me go ahead and pull that up here. Get to the proper radar might help. And I would estimate that you're Greeley County, Nebraska. Where we got that? Greeley County, Nebraska. There it is. So now these storms are kind of back building, is what we call that. A lot of wind bags in here. 50 mile. It's moving at 50 miles an hour. Hot Sauce Guru, you're in Hill City. Hill City, you don't need to worry too much about your area. The front is already kind of making its way. I mean, you're going to have some wind, but that's unrelated to the severe thunderstorms today or tonight. You can kind of see where the front has already passed through. We got the 40-degree dew points, 46, 48, and then to the east in areas like Phillip, South Dakota. Winter, South Dakota, we got the 50s, and even into areas of Sioux Falls area, we got the 50-degree dew points. Temperatures still in the 80s. Don't have near as much dew points as I was suspecting. I figured the dew points would be a lot higher by this time, but we'll see. Was there a confirmed tornado near Hershey? Lucy, I'll take a look at that. I can pull up the information history here. 1 second. I'll take a look at the last 24 hours of reports here. Let's take a look. Nothing that signifies that as of yet. There was one of my viewers that sent a land spout picture, and I had shared that, and that was a land spout, but nothing officially confirmed by the National Weather Service. Ogallala, Nebraska area at 8:30, they did have multiple 4-inch limbs down from trees during thunderstorm. Sutherland, there was 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts reported. 70-mile-an-hour winds there. Imperial, 70, a report of a 70 and a 50. And it looks like the other areas, So live look at the radar right now. A number of these areas. This Burwell one just continues to impress me. Burwell, Nebraska. Winds are blowing right now in North Platte. Thank you so much. Winds are blowing in North Platte. I would not doubt that one bit. I got to get to a different radar here. It's having a hard time picking that up, but I'm on base velocity, so that'd be why. Look at this. All the curvatures. This one right here, Hyannis, Nebraska. Kind of want to look at the 1 hour precipitation totals. I mean, look at that. I have friends who live in Burwell, Lucy says, and they say that the weather has been crazy. Yes, all night tonight. It's been nuts. Burwell has been really getting pretty intense. They keep going back with rotation, and then it dies out. Brewster area is pretty intense rain. Even some rotation possible in some of those areas. It's a little hard to pick up on, though. I think a lot of it's the wind. My radar showing anything for North Platte? It's not. That's the surprising thing. I don't see anything, but I don't know if it's the. I don't know what's going on with this radar at this point. Let me shut this off and try to pull it back up here. I don't know why they still have that if there's nothing in there. Nine miles north of Hershey to North Platte, moving east at 55 miles an hour. It's not picking up on anything as far as that wall of wind. Yeah, there's no tornado warnings. So one thing I've found is sometimes the sirens go off for severe thunderstorm warnings. Certain municipalities have different guidelines, evidently, and that's what I've heard. Um, and they sometimes issue those sirens, but doesn't necessarily mean it's for a tornado. Um, Thanks, Jay, for confirming. So I'm not sure why a tornado siren would be going off right now in North Platte. It could be because of the possibility of those 80-mile-an-hour gusts. But again, don't have anything officially from the National Weather Service stating a tornado warning. Thanks, Kate Irene, for sharing the live. I appreciate it so much. Strong winds are producing significant wall of dust in south central Nebraska. Hang on one second. Yeah, these are really, it's a big windbag event. So let me just kind of give you, I don't want to scare any folks that are in Nebraska area or South Dakota area. Yes, I'm watching it. Dust is flying. Tornado sirens are going off. Yes, straight line winds. Exactly, Jay. That's the issue. So there we go. We got Decatur, Red Willow, Decatur County, Kansas, Rollins, Kansas, Hitchcock, Nebraska. So the thing that we've got to worry about is these straight line winds that are approaching. Just because there's not a tornado warning doesn't mean that, oh, it's fine, it's just severe thunderstorm warning. No, these are carrying a lot of. Right, exactly, Jay. Yes. Yeah, you're not saying that you're wrong. It's just not showing up on radar. Um, and so we can only go based off of the information that's in front of us at this point in time. And unfortunately, I am not able to get the live streamers that I was hoping, and that's my fault because I'm trying to figure out some Google Workspace admin issues that I'm having. So, but the main thing is with all of this wind, having these straight line winds sometimes are just as intense as tornadoes. So just be aware of that. Michael, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Yep, sirens just turned off. That's great. It's going to be quick. I'm not going to lie. These storms are going to go through there pretty quickly, but they are going to be intense. A wall of dust, like one of the viewers is saying. See, I'll tell you guys, Jay is such super awesome. He's being very very helpful in here, and thanks for being so kind, Jay. You have definitely helped the TikTok community that we have here, as well as, well, YouTube and Facebook. Hey, we got another one. Garfield County and Loop County, Nebraska. See if I can see that on here. There's one here with Custer, Frontier, Hayes, Nebraska, and Lincoln, Nebraska. Right here, this is the 80-mile-an-hour wind one. So these right here, which again, this is not showing up on radar, so I don't know what's going on with that. It could be an issue with, not having enough radars available. Thanks, Jay. All right. Hey, what time is the line of storms supposed to hit Huron area tonight? All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. We'll do the estimates since we don't have any active tornado warnings. We'll go through HRRR, went through a weather model update here at 9 o'clock. So let's see what the latest scan is suggesting. Just be mindful you're under a severe thunderstorm watch. That does not include areas of Huron, but it does include areas just south of Huron. So Huron area, I do expect you to have some wind gusts and some rain. I don't expect the most intense portion to be in the Huron area based on this weather scan or this particular weather model. You'll still have gusty winds. I would not be a bit surprised to have some brief moments of 60 to 65-mile-an-hour winds, but more of that wind threat is going to be further south of Highway 14. Goodness gracious. Now this scan is suggesting that at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 second, folks. All right, what time is, yep, tornado sirens might be going off in North Platte area again because that wall of wind, it's going to just continue, keep on hitting and hitting and hitting. You got a front that's moving through and back building and continuing to move through. What time is the line of storms post to hit Brookings area tonight? All right, just going through that scan here. That is expected to be sometime after, now it's supporting after 3 o'clock. So I'm starting to wonder because earlier it was looking like the threat was going to be pretty significant for the Sioux Falls area, but there's still going to be a wind threat, but I think a lot of it's dying down to where it might not be as significant, at least based on this last scan. I mean, we're still going to end up having a threat of some localized flooding overnight in Sioux Falls area and likely in areas of Brookings. Stetson Wegness, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. What time is going to hit South Dakota? Just Hand County, South Dakota. So the Miller area, that's going to be sometime after 1 o'clock in the morning. And again, lots and lots of rain. Could have 50 to 65 mile an hour wind gusts. Um, I think you're going to stay below the severe level, hence the reason the 50 to 65. Cassie, thanks for the follow. Again, if you're just joining us, please be sure to follow. We got a lot of counties in Nebraska that are covered by that severe thunderstorm warning. And here are some of the over the last 24-hour reports. Hail risk for Aberdeen, pretty much nothing. I'd say zero hail risk. All right, so these storms in Nebraska are starting to move further to the east as they progress further. Goodness gracious, why is this not showing anything? Oh, I'm on a weather model. Let me go to their live radar. That might help. Now we might be able to pick up something. Why is this not showing anything? Hold on a second, folks. I'm going to see if I can get another radar to pull up, because it is not picking up on anything on this scan at all. Widespread wind gusts of 50 to 70 miles an hour have been reported with this outflow. It's an outflow. So here's my thought, Jay. With that outflow, I don't think we're missing something. I think the issue is it's having a hard time picking that up. Let's see. Weather. Let me see if I can go. Let me pull this up and do a screen capture here real quick. All right, so you're not missing anything because let me just get rid of this filter here. Jay, I don't think you're missing anything. This is the official from radar.weather.gov. You're not missing anything. They're even showing the same thing. I mean, if you take a look at our radar compared to their radar, it's looking exactly the same. Look at North Platte. It's exactly the same. So you're not missing anything. It's just something crazy is going on with that. I think it's having a hard time. Yeah, microburst. That's outflow boundary without precipitation. Yeah. Yep. So that's very dangerous. Microburst. Yeah, that could definitely be. I mean, 80-mile-an-hour winds, definitely. Those are no fun to deal with. We do have this Brewster. Let's see, we can at least take a look at that. See if we see anything there. Base velocity, high resolution velocity. Not seeing much of anything there. Too close to the radar, likely. Go back here again. Platte area. I'll be honest with you, folks. I may end up taking a If you're hearing sirens, local OEM is OEM Operations Emergency Management, Office of Emergency Management. Thank you. I knew Jay would know. If you're hearing sirens, local Office of Emergency Management is experiencing something, so please take shelter. Good deal. Not a good deal, but I mean a good deal for letting folks know. I think this is just kind of an unheard. I mean, it's not unheard and unfound, but a unique situation tonight that we have unfolding, where radars are just having a very difficult time to bring that information back to us. Jay, I wonder if you think about it this way, like, okay, so because you got the radars bouncing back and forth, right? And if you got a swirl of wind, just really, I'm kind of dumbing it down and kind of probably sounding ridiculous to somebody like you, but um, if you got the radars bouncing back and forth, those beams or whatever, and the whirl of wind, it's probably having a very difficult time picking it up on radar. Emergency managers are local authority for outdoor warning sirens. Yes, yes, exactly. Learning a lot here. All right. There's only 5 active severe thunderstorm warnings at this point in time. They are pretty intense, but I'm wondering if the area of South Dakota is starting to stabilize a little. I don't know. It just doesn't. Each HRRR scan seems to north central South Dakota. You're looking to be fine. If you're referring to like areas of Huron, late tonight, overnight hours, expect some minimally severe weather. Again, whoops, I gotta reboot this again. 1 second. Timing like Highway 14 area, more like Aberdeen. Okay, so that area doesn't really expect to have a whole lot. I mean, you're going to get some rain and some gusty winds after, but it's not going to be to the severe levels. It won't be the 65-mile-an-hour area. Jay, yeah, it's a situation I'm definitely not fond of it either, especially when you're trying to rely on radars and you can't pin down things. All right, so looking back again at the HRRR weather model, still see kind of a wall of wind that's expected sometime after 2 o'clock in the morning in the areas of Sioux Falls, but it kind of breaks up a little bit, not going to lie. But areas of Mitchell, South Dakota, Parkston, Olivet, Tyndall, Yankton, all of those areas, basically everybody that's in this severe thunderstorm watch, rightfully so, until 3 o'clock in the morning, need to be aware because scattered damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts to 75 miles an hour are possible. Even a tornado or two is possible. So I am going to get some rest. I'm probably going to go ahead and I'm going to take a I'm going to take a break from the live in respect to try to figure out this streaming thing with respect to PA storm trackers that I've got a partnership with, and see if I can get them on and see what they are seeing. And then I do have tomorrow, I am going to have Bryce Reeves, Storm Chaser Bryce Reeves, covering some other upper Midwest areas of severe weather as well, maybe including Illinois, maybe including Indiana. It all depends on what this crazy system might do. I'll be back later tonight if severe weather should break out in areas of South Dakota. But for right now, it's isolated to Nebraska area. It's not that I don't care about Nebraska, folks, but I've got a long day tomorrow as well, so I do need to step away for a little while, and I'm going to um, come back with a little bit more energy, hopefully. But right now, I do need to take a break. Um, Jay, I'll text you if I need you. I'm hoping I'm not going to. Um, if it's a wall of wind, I'm likely not going to need you. If there's tornadoes,